Hello, everybody, and welcome to the HeartWorking Dad podcast. I am your host, Gabriel Perez, and this is a podcast for Christian fathers looking to do heart work within themselves so that they can transform their family life. Like I said, I'm your host, Gabriel Perez. I am married to my wife 12 years. We have 3 kids. My wife and I both work full-time jobs, and we partner together in homeschooling our kids. And in addition to that, I'm a certified biblical parenting coach at the National Center for Biblical Parenting Association. All right, guys, just want to do a little housekeeping. If you would be so kind as to give me a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, I would really appreciate that. It would help the podcast go further, faster, and just help this mission go forward. My mission is really to just encourage fathers in their journey, because I feel like fatherhood is a lonely journey. It can be. And especially if you've just been struggling, you don't know where to go, you don't have mentorship. I've been in a place where I was a new father and I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to look, and I felt like it was hard for me to even bring this up in church to find other people, because it's not like major things, but I'm struggling. Like I don't even know where to go with my struggle. I just know that I'm struggling. And so finding other fathers to relate, finding guidance and wisdom has been something that I've just been on this journey for many years now. When I say many years, I guess it would be about 4 years, because I really came to a breaking point when our 3rd kid was born. And I was just like, I realized I really don't know what I'm doing. And I've been just trying to figure it out, trying to make it work. But I just knew I was burnt. Something wasn't right. And so it's been a journey of just seeking guidance, seeking counsel, redefining my relationship with Jesus. And that's why the heart work is so important. That's why I say we work on our hearts first before we work on our children's hearts, because I believe just in working on our own hearts, that is going to take care of so much of the other things, because you are stronger. Your character is built. You are better. Your relationship with Jesus is better, that you no longer have to fully control the world around you, because you've controlled the storm inside of you, if that makes sense. Wow, that was a long intro, and it was much more longer than I anticipated, because I was just asking for a rating and a review. But let's jump into this episode. Guys, every week, 2 episodes a week. I try to keep them at 10 minutes. I know you guys are busy. I know there's a lot of great long-form content with other dads out there. I don't ever want to take away from that. I just want to carve my space of just giving you something to think about. And I like to try and end with an encouragement and a challenge, so that way it's not a huge dent into your week. But let's just move on with this episode. Finally, as my buddy would throw this audio clip, let's get on with the episode already. And he's got all these cool Frontline podcasts. Shout out to my brother Matt. So I'm going to read Psalms 84, verse 11. And it's like 11b. The Lord will withhold no good thing from those who do what is right. I felt the Lord really hit me with this, because honestly, this is not mine. My wife and I lead a parenting group at our church in which we help teach and guide the principles that I've learned as a biblical parenting coach. But one of the moms there had shared this quote from her late husband. And it was such an amazing quote. Like, we were all just like, wow, that's powerful. And it was, always take the high ground and you will never have to retreat. And you just think, my first thought was Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan, like, I have the high ground. There's nothing he could do. The battle was finished. But okay, now let's be serious. In life, when you take the high ground, you never have to retreat. When you do the right thing, you don't have to fear. When you do the right thing, you don't have any tracks to cover. And it's encouraging and it's convicting, because that's what I want to be that. I'm not perfect, guys. I don't always make the right decisions. I stumble, I fall, but the righteous man falls, he gets up 7 times. I'm not sure if it's said that way. I literally read that in homeschool with my kids today. And so I felt like we heard that. I opened my Bible the next day, and I read, "The Lord will withhold no good thing from those who do what is right." And it just kind of married. Like, if you take the high ground, you don't have to retreat. The Lord will withhold no good thing from those who do what is right. And it speaks to honor and character. And men, I would like to encourage you that we become men of honor and character. And that doesn't mean men that are perfect. But this is one of those things where let us strive to do what is right. Let us strive to do what is right in all that we do, even when no one's looking, but God's looking. It's something that I am truly, convicted by, because I think it's easy to be good and acceptable when people are watching you. It's who you are when no one's watching you. It's who you are, it's who you are in the home. Because I think so often our wife and our children will see the true side of us. Because when we go out into the store, there's, we're the store dad, we're the public dad. But then when you come home, you can be the kind of dad you want. You can be the kind of husband you want. So we got those different parts of us. We have the parts of us when we're just out and about, or when we're on our phone. We have to be constantly in pursuit of knowing that we need to do the right thing, even if no one's looking. If you do the right thing, you don't have to retreat. You don't have to think, oh, did I do this? Oh, did I do that? You know in good conscience that you're doing the right thing. And so, I was just super encouraged by that and challenged by that. And I think, I leave with an encouragement. I leave with the challenge. The encouragement is obviously that this is something that we can be. This is something we can do. And how do we do that? By asking for the Holy Spirit every day. Honestly, just read that to my kids in homeschool. Like, we're studying this book, theology, and these things that are coming to mind now as I record this podcast are things that I'm using right now. The Holy Spirit is just giving me this guidance. And I even told the kids, because I was a little snappy with my wife a little bit earlier, and I was like, man, the Lord's really speaking to me right now. And my daughter said, I think sometimes he seems to be speaking more to you than he is to me, than he is to us. And it's true. As I'm teaching my kids about the Bible, sometimes I am very much convicted in my own walk. And I'm like, whoa, God's speaking to me in this area. God's leading me here. And that's how it works. But the challenge, I guess, is for us as men, because we won't be able to do it on our own. But let us ask. So wake up in the morning and ask for the Holy Spirit to help us in our day, to help us do the right thing. Let us do that. I am going to be very more mindful to do that in my morning. I have to. I need it. I'm going to fail if I don't have aid from Jesus, from the Holy Spirit. So that wasn't actually the challenge I was going to provide, but like I said, it just hit me. So there is a challenge, and the encouragement is keep going. Don't let your failures define you. I was very, because I was snappy earlier, I was just thinking like, no, I can't record my podcast because I'm a failure. I just already dropped the ball, or I got really upset and I got angry, and all these things, like it almost wants you to just shrink back. And that is not what we are called to do. For the righteous man gets back up. Though we have to, get back up again and again and again and again. What matters is that we get back up. So the encouragement is that don't let your failures define you. Just get back up. Get back up. Get back in the fight. Continue on. Ask the Holy Spirit for help. So with that, man, I just end it here. Keep pressing forward. Keep doing the heart work. Stay strong. I'll talk to you next time.